Comets are out in front by 7. It's 15-8. As we get ready for the second period of play, it will be Cornholder putting the ball back into action. Led by number 20, Michaela Thompson. Thompson goes back to Gallants. Gallants back to Thompson again. Thompson looking up there for Stevens. Stevens under pressure by Henninger. Also to Jada Scott. They're going to go under the paint. Hands it to Jada Neal, the junior. Neal tries to go for 2. Rebounds no good. And the Comets bring it back up court. Led by Watkins. Steal by Stevens, a Cornholder. Whistle and a foul. There's a travel call, actually. No foul. Travel call on Cornholder. And the ball will go back to Clayton. Clayton brings it back into play, led by Watkins. Watkins will go again to 34, Jada Scott. And Jada Scott will get her 6th point of the game. So she's got 6 points now for number 34, the captain center senior at 6'3". Gallants throws it up. No good. By Crawford Ramsey. She tried to go for 3, missed it. Comets on the rebound. Powered by Asia Todd under the basket. Nobody there. Rebound comes back to Cornholders. 17-8 here in the second. Trowell going for that shot. And Michaela Thompson will get her first points of the game. So Michaela Thompson finally on the board there, and now the Comets are leading by 7, and a stretch now by Cornholder climbing the ladder. Cornholder starting to show signs of offensive momentum, climbing the board, up for 3, no good. Nobody's there. If this was a packed house, they'd be yelling air ball. 6:30 as Asia Todd goes under the basket, and she'll put it in for 2. Asia Todd will now have 4 points in the game for the Comets so far. In this game, the Liberty commit of Asia Todd, 6:22 in the first half. It's 19-10. Stevens under pressure by 2 Comet defenders, led by Best and Henninger. Losing the ball almost was Ramsey. Ramsey gets it back to Thompson, to Cornholders. Stops, resets, rechecks, ready to go. Jada Neal under the basket. She'll go for 2. Misses it. No good. And the rebound comes back to Watkins for the Comets, and she'll bring it back and play it in the Liberty commit of Asia Todd. Todd will throw it again to Best. Best under pressure. Best fights for the ball. Jump ball. Comets will keep possession. Number 31 coming into the game now for the Cornholder Pirates. That's going to be the junior of Abby Bird. Abby Bird at the last game on Thursday against Clayton, not afraid to shoot some 3-point shots. She knows how to go for 3 in the field goals if possibly and need be. Back to play. Jada Scott, the captain for the Comets, looks for Best. Best under the basket. It's no good. And the rebound and comes back to Cornholders. Thompson throws it deep to Gallants. Gallants and a slam out of the nowhere. No foul, out of play, and this is going to bring now number 32, Delana Eames, in the game. Alexa Watkins will take a rest. 5:44 in the second. Shoot for 3, no good. By Thompson. Rebound comes back by Bird. Bird goes back to Thompson. Thompson now looks under. Sets up under Gallants, the freshman. Gives it back to Thompson under 3 Comet defenders. She shoots it up. Off the rim, no good. And the rebound comes back, and there's a whistle and a foul. Bounced the ball off her leg, and they're going to give the ball back to Clayton. Look, for a second, they were trying to play kickball on the court. For a second, I thought we were at a soccer match. We're back up into play now. As under the basket is Jada Scott. Jada Scott leads the way for the Comets right now with 8 points in total. Eight points in total. It's 21-10. That's how it stands right now. Under the basket, here comes Cornholder again. Comets are up by 11. They were starting to have a pressure. Comets were starting to climb the ladder, or the Pirates were starting to climb. Clayton's now pulling away. The deficit is 11. Thompson under pressure by Unique Best. All the way to the other end of the court. Throws it to Abby Bird. Abby trying to go for a 3, and she's just shy. Short. Scott gives it to Liberty commit Asia Todd. Todd lost the ball. It's going back to Cornholder. 4:30 in the first period of play, or first half of play. It's 21-10. Comets are out in front. Comets are 7-1 on the year. The Corinth Holder Pirates are 7-2 on the year. Under the basket is Jada Neal.
In for the Pirates, number 5, Deanna Adams. Number 34, Gabby Miller. Number 30.
And we've got 3 players coming in now for the Pirates. Number 5 of Deanna Adams. Number 32, or 31, excuse me, of Abby Bird. And 34 of Gabrielle Miller.
The number 3.
Back into play. Miller gives it up to Thompson. Thompson hands it to Adams. Adams bouncing off for 3. It bounces off the rim. It's no good. Comets on the rebound. They're up court. Pressure, whistle, and a foul. They're going to call it on number 20, I believe.
Personal. Number 20, Michaela Thompson. That's her first.
First foul of the game now for number 20 of Michaela Thompson, the senior for the Pirates. That's going to be now the 5th team foul overall. And at the line is going to be Asia Todd. She'll shoot 2. Makes the first one. Asia Todd has 4 points in the game now. Now make it 5 as she missed her second layup, made her first. 5 points in the game now for the player of number 5, the Liberty commit of Asia Todd, the guard Ford senior at 5'10". Thompson under pressure. Gets it back to Adams. Adams now gets it back to 32 of Ramsey. Whistle and a foul coming up on Clayton. Number 34, that's her third foul for number 34 of Jada Scott, the captain, center at 6'3". And that is the 3rd foul again for the captain of the Comets. 3:53 in the second. First half of play about to wrap up here in the 5th annual John Jacobs Christmas Classic. We'll have a little bit more information about what the John Jacobs Christmas Classic is all about during the Osborne Company halftime show. That'll be coming up here later on after the conclusion of first half play. As right now, Clayton's out in front, 22-10. Shot by Thompson for 3. Up the board, it's no good. Rebound by Bird for Corinth Holder. Going to give it back, and Deanna Adams says to set him up, Joe. Ready to go again. The junior gets it back from Adams. Back to Thompson. Thompson's got 2 defenders. She'll set it back up to Deanna Adams. Adams on her own, goes under the basket. She'll make her 2. Deanna Adams with her first 2 points of the game is 22-12. Pirates are now down by 10. Under pressure is the Comets, and it's going to be Washington playing back and forth, throwing it to Mackenzie Henninger. Henninger back to Washington. Washington back to Henninger. Now back to Henninger. Henninger goes up for 3. No good. And it's going to be out of play, and they're going to give the ball back to the Pirates. So 10-point lead the Comets have now, 2:52 in the first half of play. The opening game of the 2018 John Jacobs Christmas Classic. Sponsored by Bojangles here at Cleveland High School in Cleveland, North Carolina on CRN. Gabby Miller under the basket. The senior, that collar goggles, going for the 2 points, misses it, and gives it back to Clayton. Asia Todd juking, jiving on her own through 3 different Pirate defenders. Maces the basket, it's no good, and she'll have to come back up court again. Thompson was trying to go for it. Gabby Miller's under the basket now, going for 2. Go for 3. Now give it back to Thompson for the Pirates one more time. She'll shoot, and she'll go for 3. Michaela Thompson for the first field goal of the game for the Pirates, the senior, number 20. That's 5 points of the game now for Thompson, as now we have under 2 minutes left to go in the first half of play. Goggles, Gabby Miller. Handing it back to Adams. Adams again to Ramsey, and the rebound comes back to Asia Todd. Todd up court, powers on her own from Liberty next year. She'll put it there and take 2.
Timeout on the floor. Charge to the Comets.
That's 7 points now for number 5 of Asia Todd. 24-15, 1:45 in the second. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back.
Sportsmanship. It means a lot of things.
It means showing respect for the opposing team
And being a good host for our visitors.
It's about modeling good behavior and not getting caught up in the emotion of the moment.
It's about winning with humility.
Losing with dignity.
It is about making my high school games
It's a good memory that I can enjoy for years to come.
Mr. Official,
Mom,
Dad, son,
daughter,
Coach, are we in this together?
sportsmanship.
Together
we make the right call.
This message has been brought to you by the North Carolina High School Athletic Association.
Now back to live coverage on the CRN Sports Network.
Back here on CRN Sports Network, it's 1:40 back in the first half of play here. Opening round of the John Jacobs Christmas Classic. Wesley Outland with you on the call. Clayton getting the ball back again, but a steal by Adams, and someone got through to the floor of Washington. Washington quickly gets back up, scampers, and the ball goes out of play, and they are going to decide who's going to get it. Will it be Clayton? Will it be Corinth Holder? And they are going to have a meeting of the minds here to decide who's going to get the ball back. And it looks like Clayton will get the ball. 1:25 in the first half of play.
Mr. Dare, you got to fight for that call.
24-15 is the score. Washington will bring it back up court. Leading the way, Washington. Washington has 2 points right now in the game. But she's been integral in this game so far. Washington throwing back again to Watkins. Watkins back to Washington. To Washington. Washington now looking for Hedinger. Hedinger now throws it back to Washington. 1 minute in the first half remains. First half of play left, and a travel call on Watkins. She traveled. They're going to give the ball back to Corinth Holder.
I like it. You stay over here. I like it.
24-15. Ready for the ball to go back into play. Final minute of play in the first half. Thompson under the basket to Adams. Adams nowhere, nobody home. Rebound comes back to Clayton, led by Washington. Washington powers up court, resets, hands it back to Watkins. Watkins under the basket to the lane to Eves. Eves back to Watkins. Watkins throws it to Eves. Looking inside now to Hedinger. Hedinger goes back to Scott. Scott goes back to Watkins. And now we're under 25 seconds left to play in the first. First half of play left to go in the game here, as it is still 24-15. Hedinger gets it back to Watkins. Watkins now throws it deep to Washington. Washington looks under the basket to Eves. Steal by Adams of the Pirates. Deanna Adams taking it away like candy from a baby on Christmas morning. Look out, Santa. No cookies and milk for you. Replay, and it goes back to the Pirates. Basket's no good. Going for two. No basket, and that's the end of the first half.
And the Pirates, 15.
So the first half is in the books as it stands right now. The Clayton Comets are leading the way 24-15. They are up by 9. First half of the play in the books, and as it stands right now, the Clayton Comets doing a great job leading by 9 here as we get ready to go into a 10-minute timeout. Halftime presented by the Osborne Company. We'll come back and recap the first half of the game and set the stage for, again, tonight's game between the men Comets and the Green Hope Falcons at the South Granville Basketball Tournament Invitational. That's coming up tonight around 9 p.m. Eastern with yours truly and Trace Knight on the call on CRN, the Community Radio Network. So again, we're at halftime. The halftime is presented by the Osborne Company. We'll be back in just a moment. This is CRN, the Community Radio Network, the voice of Comets basketball.
Some energy drinks want to scare you. Some even want to bully you around. And the others, they're just blowing smoke. Packed with vitamins B3, B5, B6, and B12, the new HiQ energy drink comes available in 4 exciting flavors. Skyberry Fusion, Apple, Coconut Fruit Punch, and Lemon Lime. Natural caffeine, no preservatives, no crash, no bull. HiQ energy drink. Wings are for birds.
Rudo Apparel powers teams and athletes around the world by offering the best in customer uniforms at an unbeatable price. Visit RudoApparel.com or give them a call today at 347-850-2720. Build your one-of-a-kind uniform made just the way you want. Rudo Apparel, the #1 shop for custom uniforms and apparel. That's 347-850-2720. When you are looking for a company to help build your next project, what do you look for? Price? Honesty? How about our general contractor with integrity? If this sounds like you, it's time to call my friends over at Osborne Company Incorporated. No matter what project you have in mind, the Osborne Company will get it right the first time. Just listen.